Today's first visitor is Tony Kimberley from Norwich, with a very special mission for metal expert Brenton West.
This is a limited edition, 1 of 10, James Bond, Spy Who Loved Me, Lotus Esprit.
1 of 10?
1 of 10.
Where did you get something so rare?
It was given to my father at the royal premiere. So Princess Anne got one, Roger Moore would have got one.
Select few, very select few.
Very select few. My father, Mike Kimberley, was managing director of Lotus, and he facilitated the cars for this movie, For Your Eyes Only, the next one, with the skis on the top.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
He started off as just an apprentice at Jaguar and worked his way up. Went to the Far East, where he was vice president of General Motors Overseas Corporation, and then he became president of Lamborghini.
Your father's had such an amazing career.
Inspirational character.
He is.
Thank you, and I hope I can do it justice.
I think you've got your work cut out.
I think I have.
So do I. Thank you. See you later.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. What a story.
Can't wait to see it all nice and shiny.
Yeah, better get on, haven't I?
Good luck.
Having dismantled the 007 model car, Brenton now needs to get the all-important gadgetry back in working order.
Just need to put these parts in together, put that on top, and then see if the fins work. And yes, that's working really well. That's all I can do at the moment with this. So I'm going to now move on to polishing and re-gold plating the body of the car. I've been polishing for ages, and I've actually polished through the gold, and I've got back down to the base metal of the car in most places. And now it's ready for gold plating. Lovely, look at that. Exactly how it should look. Now I can put the car on here and deliver Mr. Bond's car back to its rightful owner.
This rare piece of movie memorabilia represents a son's pride in his father's rise from humble apprentice to CEO of one of the most iconic car makers in the world.
Brenton, I can see it shining from here.
Good, isn't it?
Look at that.
I don't want to give it back.
No.
Today, Tony has returned, along with his dad, Mike.
Hello.
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 Hi, Tony.
Hiya.
Tony, how's it going? You OK?
Very good, thank you very much.
Mike, it's honestly lovely to meet you. Really
Hi,
lovely
Mike.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Brenton.
Do you want to take a look?
I'd love to.
Come on, Brenton.
Oh, wow. Oh, fantastic. That is beautiful.
Is it OK if I...
Yeah, give it
push
a go.
the button?
That's it.
Yay, it works.
Yeah.
Is it going to go?
It goes a long way. There it goes. It's down there.
Oh, there. Got it. That's it.
It does go a long way, doesn't
It
it?
does. That's brilliant. Mike, does it look a little bit like how you remember?
It does, yes. That brings back so many memories as well.
I can see how much it means to you.
Oh, it's fantastic. It brings tears to my eyes, actually. I apologise.
No, not at all.
I've lost 4.
Get it back home on the shelf where it belongs.
Give it to him, I don't want to play with it.
There you go.
Thank you. Super.
Thank you.
Bye.
Lovely to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to the barn.
Thank you. Hello.
So who have you brought in for us?
We have a pair of jazz figurines, which were given to me by my grandparents. They've sustained a bit of damage over the years.
See that?
And they were much loved figures.
For me, it's Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, yeah.
But
In my house, it's Auntie Rosie and Uncle Roy.
OK. They've got names. Just 2 different names, right?
Mum and Dad probably got these about in the 70s. Growing up as a child, music was massive in our house. I mean, everything from James Brown to James Last, Keir Warner, Eartha Kitt, you name it, it was always played in the house, so it was a big thing. And when Dad, back in Guyana, he was in a steel band, and he played an instrument as well. He played the steel pans.
Mum is a singer, was a singer, has been in several plays, theatre, TV.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Edinburgh Festival, 79. For all of us, you know, my cousins, music is definitely a thing.
Amazing. What a lovely legacy, and to have this to sort of remind you of all of that.
So these were gifted to me as a wedding present when I got married. Unfortunately, though, when we were moving, that's when Uncle Roy broke his leg. It would be great for Uncle Roy to have his leg back. They need to be reunited.
I'm really looking forward to starting these, so...
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
See you on the other side.
Yeah.
Kirsten has devised a plan to get Uncle Roy back on his feet.
My plan is to use a glass fibre repair kit to try and make almost like a collar just on the inside. It's going to help me align the pieces and apply the adhesive so that it has more to connect with. OK, if you can bring it back my way now. Well, he's upright.
He feels like he wants to stand.
If you let go.
Yeah.
With Uncle Roy standing tall once more, Kirsten is ready to tackle Auntie Rosie's missing digit.
I'm going to use a 2-part epoxy putty for the end of the microphone, and then I'm going to curve that finger around it. That's the end of the finger that's now gone back on, so it's now just to let that harden off, and then it's retouching.
The jazz duo were cherished reminders of beloved parents and grandparents, but some nasty breaks meant they were no longer top of the bill. Today, Beverly and daughter Rachel have returned, hopeful that Rosie and Roy, or Ella and Louie, are back on song.
They instantly make everybody smile.
It does make you feel good that we're bringing back a little bit of my mum and dad, Rachel's grandparents, into our lives, into our homes.
The next visitor is Rona Kenneth from Paisley in Scotland. Inside the case, a precious heirloom and a fresh assignment for musical instrument expert Pete Woods.
These were my dad's pipes. When my dad joined the Greenock Boys Brigade pipe band, he needed pipes, so his Uncle Jimmy gave them to my dad.
OK.
Then my dad learned to play the pipes. And then further on from that, my dad then joined another pipe band, Greenock Police Pipe Band.
Was he a policeman then?
No, no. His cousin was a police officer at the time and was in the band. And because they were short and pipe players, asked my dad if he would come along, but he would need to become a special constable, so he became a special constable.
To be allowed to join the band?
Yes, yes, and all the shenanigans that went along with it. As a band and played for the King of
Really?
Norway. Yes, played for the King.
Me. Really impressive.
And they came back to Glasgow and they've got all their drums and their pipes and things out. People couldn't understand why stuff's not in their boxes or whatever, but it was full of contraband. My dad was in the band for a long, long time, and then when I came along, he gave it up. So I've never actually heard him play. It's a shame, because I would have liked to have heard him.
If they didn't mean anything to him, he wouldn't have kept them all that while, would he?
I don't think my dad would ever have parted with them. The part of my dad, and they always will be part of my dad, then obviously now he's no longer with us. I don't think they've been played since about 1975, 1976.
Yeah.
I think we might be able to do a nice job on them.
That'd be lovely. Anything, I'd really appreciate it. It'd be lovely.
Well, thank you for trusting us with a
No,
beautiful
thank
set
you.
of bagpipes.
I really appreciate it. Thanks very much.
See you soon.
Thank you. See you
Cheers.
soon. Bye-bye.
With Pete on the polishing wheel, aiming to bring a shine back to the wooden drones of the bagpipes, Julie is ready to begin repairing the tartan outer covering.
I'm on the very last bit of whipping now, which is putting the thread round, which is waxed. This is to make all the different sections airtight, but not only have they got to be airtight, but they've also got to be able to slide up and down, because that is your tuning mechanism. Yeah, that's airtight, so that one's finished. Those two are finished. I just want to have a look at the bag now. I want to make sure that it's going to hold the air. Well, that's holding a nice bit of pressure, so it's all right. So everything's done now, all ready to put it together, and then we'll be away with a working set of bagpipes.
Rhoda, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Come on in. Look at that smile. Do you want to see them?
Yes, please.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
OK. You ready, Pete?
Let's go.
Oh, my word. That's amazing. And they don't look new, they just look the way they should.
Still Dad's.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's wonderful.
Arriving with a treasure in desperate need of some TLC are Helena Eves and her daughter Leslie. It's a job for jewellery expert Richard Talman.
What have you brought in for us?
I brought you my mother's ring.
In parts?
Just a bit. Just a bit.
Oh, dear. Wow. What was your mum called?
Janina. My mother was Polish, and that has come from the Jewish ghetto in Warsaw.
Wow.
1939. My mother was 13, come home from school, and her street was bombed. She was terrified.
Where was her father?
He'd gone off to war, World War II. She never knew what happened to him. No siblings, no aunties and uncles, nobody close to her at all. So obviously the first place she would run to would be the church, because she didn't know where else to go. The story she told me was they refused her because they were full. So they said, we've got the convent. So she went there, right behind the Jewish ghetto.
Following the invasion of Warsaw, the Nazis created a ghetto, sealed off from the rest of the city. It's estimated over 400,000 Jews were imprisoned there, and more than 80,000 lost their lives as a result of starvation and the appalling conditions inside.
We only recently found out that this church also hid the Jewish resistance. The nuns and the Jewish resistance encouraged the orphans to take food into the ghetto, and that's what she did.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
What a brave woman, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
So one day she went with a friend who was a boy. He was caught. She escaped. Then she was picked up by a German truck and was taken to do forced labour in Germany. We think the ring came from a Jewish lady in the ghetto.
That's what she told me.
As a thank you.
She loved that ring, and we'd like to have it into a pendant. My daughter loves necklaces, and it's close to her heart.
Leave it with me. It's in safe hands.
I'm sure it is. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I feel quite honoured to have this in my hand right now. What I will first need to do is remove the shoulders, so this part here on either side of the ring. Then I will need to make something for a chain to pass through. So now I need to create the bail, which is the piece that goes on top that the chain is going to run through. I'm really keen to use those pieces of the shoulder. They're quite an important part of what the ring was. The only way I can include these is to melt them all together into a new little piece of metal and make the bail from scratch.
Richard's transformation of the ring into a pendant is almost complete.
It really has been a great honour to work on.
The ring was a treasured gift given in recognition of remarkable courage in the face of Nazi tyranny. For Helena and Leslie, the pendant will help preserve the memory of a much-loved mother and grandmother.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh.
Beautiful.
Have a look.
It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
I'm very, very happy. My mum went through a lot for this ring, and I've got it with me all the time now.
We passed down the generations, and the story of my brave, selfless grandma will be never, ever forgotten.
Next to arrive is Gordon Craig with his sons James and Ross. They brought two intriguing pieces of sporting history for the attention of silversmith Brenton West.
I recognise these from the Olympics.
These were my grandfather's outdoor curling stones, which were passed down to my father, and he was a very, very big character and a lot of fun. Yeah. And he was part of a curling club, which is where the winners of the last grand match that there's been.
So currently, your father is still the champion.
He was introducing himself as the reigning world outdoor curling champion because he claimed it was the world championship of curling because we invented the sport. So
they're a historical pair of stones.
Yes, yeah, they are.
How old do you think these stones are?
My grandfather was born 1900. They're certainly going to be 100 years old. You can see these are years of people standing on them or knocking them or things like that.
OK. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you all. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
What an amazing story. Those guys and their curling skills are amazing, and I think I shall keep my eye out for Ross and James in the future. There's quite a bit to do here. The bolt is a bit long, so when you come to grab it, you'll hit your knuckles on the thread the whole time. So what I'll do is cut a little tiny bit off of this bolt so it's flush with the top. I've got to straighten this handle, make a new wooden part for it. Got to polish the stones. These baskets do need some remedial work. I'm not a basket maker, so I'm going to give the baskets to Sarah, but before I do that, I'm going to take the leather straps off and I can give those to Susie. I'm taking care because I don't want to break them before I hand them over.
While Brenton polishes, basket weaver Sarah Hatton has started cleaning away years of dust and cobwebs from the willow baskets. The third member of the barn's curling repair team is leather expert Susie Fletcher.
I need to replace these. One of my favourite things to do is to make new stuff.
Brenton is closing in on a victory with the curling stones.
I cannot believe what a good job Sarah and Susie have made of these baskets. They look fantastic. So the stones are nearly done. I've got the wooden handle turned and fitted. I've polished the brass, and the final thing to do is just to polish these stones with a kitchen worktop polish for granite. And I can give them back to Gordon, James and Ross. I can't wait to see their faces.
The stones belong to Gordon's father, a reigning champion curler and proud supporter of his grandson's impressive curling achievements. For Gordon and James, the stones are a symbol of a family sporting tradition that goes back 100 years.
It's a great tribute to my father, and watching my two boys curl was one of his real favourite things, and it's a link between the generations.
I can't wait to show my brother, and if it ever gets cold enough, we'll definitely give them a crack on the ice.
Tracy Emery is the next visitor to arrive at the barn. She's hoping that woodworker Will Kirk can make a cherished character whole again.
What's inside?
It is a wooden chef, but it was a wooden chef. It's actually a dessert wine holder, so it opens up and holds a bottle of wine. But he had a little accident. He was sitting in the kitchen in an under-the-counter light, and somebody put the light on, and he got a little bit burnt.
Oh, my gosh.
So he was
That's
left...
a face!
Yeah, so there's the only thing that's been kind of left intact from the top was the face, which is amazing because he's the best bit.
Whereabouts did you get the chef from?
He belonged to my gran and granddad, and they used to run a pub, and they bought it to sit on the food counter at the pub. So that's what I remember from my childhood, is spending lots of time there and talking to the wooden chef. He just sums up my whole childhood to me, and when he was sitting in my kitchen, it would be like my granddad was still telling his stories to me.
I'm going to do my very best to do something with it, OK?
Please, that would be great.
Nice to meet you, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks
a lot, bye-bye. I've never had to restore charcoal before, and that's pretty much what this is. So I know that the face should sit back there. Maybe that comes around the back. There we are. Oh, my gosh. OK, so I'm missing lots of wood. Basically, I'm missing a whole section from the top of the hat and some bits around the outside. So I need to kind of glue back together what I do have here in a way that can really work out exactly what's missing.
The wooden chef's new body parts have now cured.
This is the moment of truth. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. It's really solid, and it's done a good job at closing up the gaps. I'm missing a lot of detailing just around the neck area there. So I need to build that neck up. I've glued on a former on the front panel here, kind of like what I did with the back of the chef. If I put the front on here, if I look down the side, I can pretty much work out how high the head needs to be in relation to the back of the hat. All the resin has now dried. I'm now turning my attention to carving around that necktie on the front. The resin's carving away really nicely. I'm going to carry on refining this, then I can give the chef a bit of a bath, a very light clean, and get him prepared for painting.
The wooden chef is almost fit for the kitchen.
I'm hoping to freshen up his clothes and his face. That's what Tracy remembers, that striking face of his.
Tracy's father had desperately hoped to have the wooden chef repaired, but it was the one thing he was unable to do before he sadly passed away. For Tracy, returning the chef to his former glory completes the task for her father and helps preserve cherished memories of her beloved granddad.
I just remember being a child and being so loved by my family, and his face just reminds me straight away of my granddad.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you okay?
Hi. Hi.
This must be yours. It's incredible.
My father, Derek, made it.
He made it?
Yep. From scratch.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah.
He was a trained mechanic and avid motorcyclist. He raced motorbikes in motocross in the late 50s, early 60s. Proper old-fashioned mechanic. He did all the maintenance on our racing bikes, on his own bikes. He also used to sort of service and repair people's cars. When he did his national service, he was working on aeroplane engines in the RAF. But yeah, he was always just one of those just mechanical stuff. You could just figure it out all.
Yeah.
You know, and
He was a very popular, well-liked
he was a source of a lot of people would come and ask his opinion and, you know, how do we do this and what am I doing here? And
Yeah, what an amazing guy. What was Dad's name, sorry?
Derek.
Derek.
Then when they had me, he went out into my granddad's workshop, put this together from scratch in 1969, I would think.
There must have been a point where he came in and measured you and said, right, how high does this need to
Yeah,
be?
but he's nailed it. Like, proportionate.
Yeah.
That's it. It's perfect for a 5-6-year-old boy. For me, the bike shows Dad's skill. Everything about it says, Dad.
It's Dad.
This is my dad. This is our dad.
Yeah. I could actually ride that before I could ride a push bike, which seems peculiar.
That's amazing.
And for me, I would love, as my way, to say thank you to my brother, to pay tribute to our wonderful father and the wonderful father that my children lost, with the little red bike looking something a little bit happier, a little bit happier.
I cannot wait to get started. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
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 The little red motorbike is dismantled, and Dom is going the extra mile to get its engine working.
The engine for the little red bike is coming on really, really well. I've stripped it completely down, and most of the major components I've sent away to be vapour blasted. The main block is back together, and I can now start working on the next stage. And that fits on there nicely. Perfect. Hopefully now, if I get a pedal, away we go. Now, as the engine's turning, that keyway, that new Woodruff key, is doing its job perfectly. And now that gear is spinning with it, which will then drive a chain to drive the back wheel. Before, with that snapped-off Woodruff key, the engine would be spinning, but the gear would be sitting still. I just need to now assemble the rest of it and get the engine bolted back into the actual bike frame and try and start it up.
Restoring this mini motorcycle is a tribute to 3 men: the beloved father who built it, Al, the brother who rode it, and Becky's much-missed husband, who shared the family's love of motorbikes.
Oh, my God. Look at that. That's got the 4 on it. It's even got the 7 that he's crossed out.
Oh, that's
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Oh, look at it.
I was thinking about Dad and thinking about my husband. It symbolises family, symbolises love.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
This is my handbag.
That's a lovely bag.
Where did you get it from?
I got it on a family trip to New York when I was 16. It was kind of trip of a lifetime for our family. First time kind of long haul with me, my mum, my 2 brothers. And my mum, she'd always said she really wanted to go to New York, like, oh, I want to go, I want to go.
And what's your mum's name?
Jane. She worked really hard for a couple of years saving up so that she could take us, and made it happen. So, yeah, it was really, really meaningful. Such dedication to kind of get us all there. So this really is kind of my last bit of memorabilia from that trip. And Mum passed away in September last year. From a brain tumour. She'd always said that she wanted to be at home the whole time, and we did manage to achieve that for her. Like, she was at home right until the very end of her life. It represents to me that holiday we had, good memories of that trip, and kind of how hard my mum worked to take us. It'd be really special to have it feel alive again. It's just to kind of say, like, a thank you to kind of what she did for us, really.
Are you ready to take this on, Susie?
Oh, you bet. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to work on.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
See you
Bye.
again. Bye-bye. this new flap sewn in position, and it looks really good. It feels really solid and secure. And I'm now attaching the chain to the bag. This was the part of the bag that was really damaged, and I'm really confident that it can withstand the wear and tear that Charlotte's going to be putting it through. I'm now focusing on just making the outside look really nice and tidy. And I notice that there's this one section here where the fibres of the suede are really quite long. So I'm going to trim these down using a shaver. I'd like to say that this is a very special suede shaver, but it's not. It's just your regular beard trimmer. But you know what? If the tool works, use it.
This vintage shoulder bag is a tangible reminder of a once-in-a-lifetime holiday and the remarkable mother behind this adventure. Now Charlotte's returned to reclaim it.
Oh, wow. It looks so beautiful. Can I open it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, you've done such an amazing job. Thank you so much.
It looks absolutely beautiful. Like, I can't stop touching it because it feels amazing as well. I'm always going to think of my mum when I look at it. We were really, really close. I just think she would have been really pleased to see where it is now, and that I'm still able to use it and love it.
So, in 20 years of textile conservation, I have never come across a coat like this before. Originally, it would have been a really bright green. We've got multiple splits at the hem, at the pockets. The collar is almost completely detached up at the top there. If we have a look on the inside, this lining, see there's quite a big bit missing there. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some measurements so I get a full picture of what I'm actually dealing with, so I know how I'm going to go forward.
In the outdoor workshop, textile conservator Rebecca has concocted a solution to salvage the crumbling ceremonial coat.
Because the coat is over 100 years old, it has quite a lot of different greens throughout the velvet. This means I need to dye some fabric so that it's colour matched to the actual coat. I'm using a combination of the grey, the yellow and the orange dyes in different variations to make up our slightly different samples of green. I've got the samples that I've made from the dyeing and they're looking pretty good. So I'm going to start with this slit down in this corner. I need to insert this fabric. Once that's in place, I can do some stitching over the area that'll hold all the splits in place. This is looking good. I'm now just going to work my way along there and then I can use the same technique on the other splits.
Rebecca's masterful restoration of the pre-partition ceremonial coat is nearly all sewn up.
I'm going to finish stitching the rest of this braid down and then it'll be ready to give back to Abed.
For Abed, this relic from the Raj is a cherished link to his past life in India and that of his distinguished great-grandfather.
You did magic. I've never seen it in this form. Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Honestly, I never imagined it will be ending up like this. Wonderful.
Oh, well, I'm glad you like it.
I love it. I love it, honestly.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
oh yes.
To wear the coat for the first time was like magic. Like I'm living the life in that era where my ancestors were. Something I always wanted to do. It was always my dream to connect with them you know, like I'm with them.
Welcome to the barn.
Thank you.
What am I looking at here?
It was so special to us as our first bed. And then it was the bed where we brought Aidan home from hospital. We were told we couldn't have children. And Aidan and his twin sister Darcy were IVF. Aidan was born 5 months prem and he was given a 5% chance of survival. And then after a few weeks of being at home with Aidan, we did a pregnancy test and it was Freya. So I have 2 miracles.
The very first photo of me and Aidan together is on the bed.
On the bed.
I'm about 10 minutes old.
And then it was kind of yours next, wasn't it?
It was a legacy bed. It was beyond purpose as a bed, but we didn't want to get rid of it because it had meant so much to us. And he said, let's make it a veggie bed.
Oh, I see. Very clever.
And so the whole bed just went into the garden and we filled it with soil and grew vegetables in it for a few years.
So are you quite a keen gardener then?
I am, yeah.
And then when we kind of redid the garden again, we turned it into a bench.
Well, I admire your creativity.
It started to just rot away. We're just losing her. I call her her. That's so silly calling a bench her.
She really,
but
really
she's
is.
like a part of the family. And so to have it restored means that we can continue to have the memories that we have with it and creating even more memories for Freya.
I will take great care of her.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you
I'll see
very
very
much.
soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There is so much wrong with this bench. I'm going to break it down into individual components to see what can be salvaged and what needs to be replaced. Now that I've had a chance to dismantle the bench, I've managed to have a better look at the legs, and they are really bad. I mean, this I cannot save. It's so rotten. The other 3 legs aren't as bad, but the feet on the bottom have almost completely disintegrated. So I've decided to turn up some new feet for them.
With the treasured bench now standing on its own 4 feet, Will is applying a final future-proofing layer of protection. An integral part of the Cox's life for the past 30 years, this bed, turned vegetable bed, turned bench, had become an irreplaceable 5th member of the family.
Hi there.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Very excited.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Shall we have a look?
Yes. Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Can you see that? Look at that.
I don't know how he's managed to bring it back literally from the brink.
I'm still actually in shock.
Still in shock.
Still in shock.
She will follow me wherever I go, and I can make my own memories with kids and friends and you guys even more. She's coming with me into that part of my life now.
It didn't have a future, and what it has now is a future to make more memories.
Strumming Supremo Julian is on a mission to make Andrew's silent guitar sing for the very first time. To do that, he must reset the misaligned neck.
So I'm just masking up to remove the neck, and the first stage is to loosen this area of the fingerboard, which is known as the tongue. I need to soften the glue, and just heated up my heating iron, slotted for the frets, and its job is to transfer the heat. That in turn will soften the glue, and if I heat this on my iron as well, I've got 2 heaty helping hands going on. I just want to go so slowly and gingerly I don't damage anything inside. So now this tongue is nice and loose, turn my attention to loosening the dovetail inside the body and popping the neck out. And I need to put my soldering stick down into these pre-drilled holes Andrew's done. That heat is going to radiate all the way through, and then I can use a special jig to push the neck out. My jig is on, it's nice and tight, and the idea now is to turn this screw, and ultimately it's going to push the neck that way. I can actually feel how warm this is now. That iron has been in there for a while. It's definitely moving. Up she comes. It's just, I can see the end is nigh. I'm so relieved at that. That has come out absolutely lovely. Mwah! I'm going to slide the dovetail in. I'm going to turn it around so where I'm comfortable. Andrew's put it on too far forward. I've got to set it back, but I've got to set it to a precise point. To do it, I have got these strips of sandpaper, and I'm going to be pulling them through inside the joint itself.
Lovely.
Clamps are on. I just want to let that dry now. But the truth is, when the strings are on and it's playable, that you know you've done the correct job. This is actually quite scary. There's always a little element of doubt. Well, so how's it looking? It's looking spot on. The neck's at the right pitch to the body. I'm so glad to have got to this stage.
To play it for the first time, it's an amazing feeling to have because I got so close to that moment and, you know, the mistake I made. Just to hear that first note come out of it, I had a lump in my throat.
It was just absolutely amazing, and it's just so wonderful to, like, see Andrew play it and know what it means to him.
Emma Lee has travelled from Colwyn Bay, seeking mechanical marvel Steve Fletcher's help with an irreplaceable childhood toy.
This is my gold edition etch-a-sketch.
The most iconic toy.
Yeah, yeah.
I had one as a kid. I'm sure you did.
I didn't have one of my own, but I think one of my sisters had one. I've never seen a gold one. I've never heard of a gold one before.
No.
I know. I was the envy of all of my friends because I got the gold edition.
So, where did you get it from?
When my parents divorced when I was about 8, this is one of the first toys that my dad got for me in his new house. So obviously he wanted to make sure his house was kitted out for me and had stuff ready to play with. So, yeah, this is one of the first things I remember him getting for me. And recently I took it out and it didn't work. I didn't realise how devastated I'd be.
Is your dad still with us?
No, unfortunately my dad passed away back in 2018.
What was Dad's name?
My dad was called William. Everyone called him Bill.
So this is a real connection with your father, then?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so integrally a part of my childhood.
Yeah. Can't wait to have a look inside, and I hope I can get it repaired. Thank
Thanks
you
a
very
lot.
much.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Steve's perseverance has paid off, and with the sketching toy open, he can turn his attention to its inner workings.
What I need to do now is to put all the lines and pulleys, etc., into place on the back plate and try and work out exactly where everything is supposed to go. I'm just going to follow what I can see on the donor sketching toy. I'm going to get into a right old tangle here, I think. This is really very difficult to follow all of this. I've actually followed it all now, and I've got a whole load of cable left, which I shouldn't. So that can't be correct. This is far trickier than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was just going to put the line straight on there, the same as this one, and it's not working. There will be a way, and I will do it, but it might take some time.
Having unravelled the mysteries of the sketching toy's mechanism, Steve is preparing to seal his victory.
I'm just going to put the silicone on there. It will seal up the gap and stop any of the powder from coming through.
Good as new. I'm beaming, thank you so much, honestly. My dad would be ecstatic that it's fixed. It connects to so many events. I'd write happy birthday on it for him, put it out for him to see. It's going to be on Pride of Place on the bookshelf with really good memories attached to it, and it's just being able to look at it and think of my dad.